FunPop. FunPop. FunPop.
Oh, okay.
Hey,
Well,
what's up, everybody? This is FunPop, episode number 41 now. Welcome to the show. Thank you for being here. We have a full squad today, and as you can see, 3-bit, I took the privilege of adding you back to the overlay with my own methods. I just added a little text box on there because I didn't want to ask Kate to mess with it again. So I just did that, and I put you back on there with this little text boxes in the top right and the bottom left. So you're represented very well on the podcast overlay.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, it's great, right? And if you decide
sure.
not to show up, look how easy this is. It's like you never existed. It's like you're just gone.
Well,
oh my god,
my text looks cooler than your text, so
yeah,
I'll take it.
No, thank you all guys for being here, and chat, thank you for being here as well. So we're gonna have a fun show, because this is a big week for movie news and trailers and stuff. There's like gonna be lots of speculating going on here, which is one of our favorite things to do. But I'll introduce our panel, starting with, I guess, 3-bit. What's up, man? How's it going, dude?
Hey, it's going good. Just moved into the new house, so everything's been a little adulty.
Is that a real background behind you? Is that like your real house stuff?
It is. Wow, there is.
Yeah. Is it just white bricks? Like, it's really like.
Is that a D-pad?
It looks like heaven in here. I think it's my camera settings.
What is that? Is that a D-pad on the wall?
No, it's like a light. Oh, it looks like Battlefield now.
Oh, nice. You actually have a backdrop now. Oh, those are blinds on the left. I could tell. I thought it was some kind of intricate paneling.
Oh no, that's coming. That's coming.
Nice. Dude.
But yeah, I just moved into a new house. I've been working a lot on different commercials and stuff. But yeah, it's been good. Nice. I played Sifu. That was fun, but I got my butt kicked, and I'm ready to talk about some FunPop stuff. Fun poppy stuff.
Awesome, man. Well, congratulations on getting into your house and having all this privacy now. What are you going to do with it?
I don't know. Probably the same thing. Same thing I've been doing.
Nice.
He's gonna walk around naked now. He has no one in the house.
Are you Winnie the Poohing right now?
Maybe.
No, it's okay. I don't want to.
No, I'm wearing pants currently.
I don't want to be demasculinated in front of a live audience. Hey, shout out to Psycho, who is joining us live on the road right now. I told him this is not safe, and I recommend not to be doing this. However, he is actually on a road trip moving to Florida as well. So we got lots of people moving here. And yeah, he's driving right now on the road trip. Finally got your car fixed. Hanging out, man. Thanks for being here on weird circumstances.
Yeah, no, it's freaking, live from the Subaru. I was out in chilling with my brother in Virginia, and
nice.
Because he has a PS5, so I was playing. I was like, you know what, this is my only opportunity to play it. So let me see what it's all cracked up to be. Yeah.
You didn't like
it? I do not like the haptic feedback controller at all. Zero.
Yeah.
Well, it just does not feel right. Maybe long extended periods of time, maybe I could get used to it, but for the week that I was there, I had to turn it off for Far Cry. I had to turn it off for Spider-Man. I could not have it on.
Yeah.
I was just to ask you which games you tried it on.
I didn't like the Spider-Man either.
And Ratchet and Clank. I beat Ratchet and Clank.
Nice.
I did not like the controller, the feedback on that. And that game was pretty simple.
Well, it's a Ratchet and Clank game. You know what I mean? Like, it's no Psychonauts as far as like gameplay wise, but it's like it looks really pretty and it's kind of fun. I thought it got better for me like towards the middle of the game, right? It started.
Oh
A little bit
yeah,
better.
towards the end it did get better towards the end. But I'm not gonna like spoil the ending, but it was like the ending for me felt like it was cool, and then they just like gave up. They were like, what do we do with this guy? Let's drop something on him. It's like, really?
Yeah.
Like, okay, that was kind of fucking lame. But other than that, yeah, I mean, it's okay. I'm definitely gonna wait for Spider-Man 2 and Wolverine and God of War Ragnarok DLC when that comes out.
Did you just get a PS5, or you're just talking about like
talking about his brothers?
No, my brothers, but I'm gonna hold off on getting one because I was thinking about getting one sooner, and then trying it out. You know, I mean, like the Ghost of Tsushima update, PS5 update looked really cool, but it wasn't enough for that extra $10. I'm like, really, bro? So I don't know. I'm holding off until.
I'm glad you got to try one though. You know, that's the little perk of your car crapping out on you in the middle of the road trip, right? Got to try PS5,
and it definitely feels like they definitely went towards mimicking the Xbox controller, how it feels in your hand. That's the first thing I was like, oh, this feels like an Xbox controller.
Yeah, the controller's way better. I just I agree with you. I think the haptics are distracting at times, right? Like, they like some uses I could see, but like the way that's implemented in some of those games just feels like unnecessary. Like, I don't want to fight the trigger to shoot a little pea shooter and Ratchet and Clank. Yeah, you know?
Exactly. And like I felt like I was gonna break my brother's controller because like I turned it off.
Paws you got though, bro. You know, it's like your vibrations are like elevated times 10 with your big juicy hands.
Pause. But
I just wanted to see his reaction.
No, but that little freaking like virus that little mini game, you attack the viruses.
Yeah.
Well, even with the haptic off, it still was enabled for that. I did not like it. I was okay. I was
interesting.
Frustrated.
Yeah.
I
mean, certain games. I mean, almost all games. I agree, but it felt pretty good on Astrobot,
which is a game completely designed to show off the controller.
Yeah, I know.
Like, it's not even okay.
Yeah.
I'll give you that one.
Yeah.
3-bit.
Yeah, there you go.
The controller
Astrobot.
game.
Yeah. A lot of people like Astrobot. For me, like, again, it just felt like a demo to showcase the controller, not a game.
Yeah.
Right.
And haptic is just a gimmick. And I hope Xbox doesn't follow suit and implement it on like the V3 Elite controller. Just leave that shit for PlayStation.
If you could turn it off and on, I mean, it should be okay. But it might make it more expensive, which would suck.
Yeah, I just don't want it, personally. Unless Xbox improves it and makes it and improves it, then possibilities. But if it's like the PS5, I don't want it. I don't want it. Get that shit out of here.
I want it for Astrobot 2.
Astrobot 2, is that gonna be a thing? Maybe. Shout out to Focus Active,
PS6,
Crazy Lui, Caitlin. Hey baby. Soulcon, what's up? Thanks for being here.
It wasn't that bad in Deathloop. Sorry.
Deathloop, it was good. Deathloop is good.
It wasn't too bad.
Play. He has Deathloop, but I wanted to hold off until I got it on Xbox.
Yeah. All right. Cyberpunk also got haptic support, so I'm curious. Anybody on PS5 out there that's playing Cyberpunk on it? Let me know how the haptics are on there. Jasper, welcome to the show.
Hey, I don't have a PlayStation 5, so I had nothing to add to that, nor have I played one.
That's fine. Fair enough. You know,
not missing much.
Not missing much. I mean, I like. Yeah, I'm gonna be a defender here. I enjoy. I think it's a good console, right? I think it's a good controller. The only thing I didn't like was the haptics on some of the games, right? And then I didn't like not having a lot of other things to play. That you don't have like Xbox is constantly keeping me like current with like just an endless barrage of stuff to play. PlayStation was like, okay, this title, a couple months later you get another big title, and then like there's not as much.
Yeah, they need a Game Pass or something to.
Yeah, and that's coming. That's coming. It's just not here yet.
Yeah.
Right. So I think it'll be pretty cool. But let's get into some of these topics here, guys. I wanted to start off with this little smaller one before we get into Doctor Strange, because I think Doctor Strange is going to keep us babbling for about an hour at least. So, Bioshock. It's getting a Netflix deal, and it's getting a movie. But they also say like a Bioshock universe, potentially, like shows, movie. Like who knows exactly what they're all going to do with this thing. Bioshock fans out here, I mean, this is like something that a lot of people have been asking for a really long time, because Bioshock seems like it would fit really well in that kind of world brought to life. You know, you go under the sea. I'm just thinking of Sebastian from Little Mermaid now. You go under the sea, and then you can have like the Rapture stuff. You know, you got Big Daddies walking around and all this stuff. It just looks like it feels like it could be a really cool scene, like a different vibe in that game. So a 3-bet, are you like a Bioshock fan? Are you excited about the potential of a movie in the Bioshock universe?
Yes, I've wanted to see a Bioshock movie for a long time. Now, whether or not it would be good, because movie adaptations don't turn out great half the time.
Like Uncharted?
Well, I heard that was okay. I heard it was
47 or whatever.
It's got a 40 something on Rotten Tomatoes.
Really?
I'm gonna look it up on
44.
IMDb.
Oh, I just saw like the IGN rating. It was like 7 or something.
44 on
because IGN is the end all be all for everything. Right?
I mean, that's the only review I saw.
I'm just kidding. Yeah. I usually go by IMDb. I'm gonna check that out while you're talking.
Okay. Yeah, I wanted to see a Bioshock movie for a long time. If they do make a movie, there's certain things they definitely have to bring, which is
underwater first. Don't go in the sky.
I want to actually see it underwater. I agree, and I want to see a lot of horror elements. That was in pretty much all of them to some extent, but mostly the first one. And don't hold back on that regard, because when I first played the first Bioshock game, I had to like put it down. I'm like, oh, this is creepy, and eventually I revisited it, beat it, and loved it. But I want to see that element in there. There's a lot they could do with a movie. I'm glad you said it was like a universe they were pushing for.
Yeah,
possibly.
Yeah, I was talking about doing more with it after the movie.
Okay, well, I kind of like that, because that means they could expand upon the world a little bit more. So I don't know. We'll see. It could go either way. It could be really good, and you get to see the world of Rapture, and maybe the main character is trapped at Rapture, and you get to see how Big Daddies are there and Little Sisters, and maybe a flashback on how the society was created and stuff like that. That would be awesome to see on a TV show or a movie. So I don't know. I think out of all the other adaptations I'm thinking of, that would turn out pretty cool if they do it right.
Yeah. I hope if they do a TV show, let's do the origin story for the TV show and give us an action, suspense, semi-gory horror movie.
Netflix makes The Witcher, so they've done it before.
Sure.
Yeah. So let's give us that, and then go into TV shows, like, because then you can talk about how it all started underwater and then up in the sky, like how that come about and all that. So
what if it's a prequel?
Well, prequel would then be underwater, of course. You know what I'm saying? So,
well, like, show it all come together,
like before they built the underwater base or whatever.
Yeah, what's leading up to it being built, and maybe it opens for the first time, right? Like, and everybody like It show everybody showing up there to their new home and all the lives and
1950s.
stuff, you know.
Yeah, I love that whole like 1940s, 50s like sci-fi vibe, like that like
Mhm.
technology back in the day, and like if they implement that,
Sci-
it's just like really cool.
Steampunk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's total steampunk. So yeah,
think-
that'd be so freaking cool. And they could have a huge hit on their hand if they do it right. That's the number one thing. If they do it right, you gotta implement that. That'd be really cool to see how it all came into fruition. Showing I forget the guy's name. The golden guy. Fuck. Is it Adam?
I don't remember a lot of the like.
It's been forever since I played Bioshock.
Yeah, so it'd be really cool to see him, come up with these ideas and the whole plan, building this underwater Europia or
Utopia.
Utopia.
Ethiopia.
It's a European utopia. It's a Europia.
Yeah, Europia. Well, it is. I mean, it kind of feels like it takes place in like England. So so no, it'd be really cool.
Love it.
Europe. Yeah, it's my fucking Gringlish. Greek English.
I wouldn't want them to go back though. Like I would want them to have a prequel sort of, maybe in a flashback or maybe to establish it. But I think it's more interesting to just have it where things are ruined.
Kind of like how Fallout always opens up with like, make sure you buy your vault insurance, and then like it's the nuclear apocalypse.
Something like that.
Right. Yeah, and there's
I think that'd be more.
There's also a Fallout show coming, so that'll be interesting.
Oh, really?
Yeah, see what they do with that as well.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I think that was greenlit even before the acquisition.
Yeah, it was Amazon.
Was that Netflix or Amazon?
Amazon. Yeah.
Amazon. That's an interesting place to have it.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of those deals already were there, but I'm curious, like in the future, if it's successful, if they might like move it over to Paramount Plus or something like that.
Paramount Plus just bought a bunch of exclusive deals. They just bought like South Park exclusivity for like the next like 5 years or some shit like that.
Yeah, they also
and there's something else.
Yeah, Sonic. So
Sonic and Halo.
So
Halo season 2.
They're getting Paramount Plus is getting a Sonic series, and they're also talking about making more movies and stuff. And again, they're talking about the Sonic universe. So everything is like has this like world built around it now. Now I'm down for that because the Sonic movie was good. It wasn't like, oh my god, this is an epic filmic masterpiece.
They had some like cheesy like video game parts in there though. It's like
but exactly. It was good. But it was probably one of the better video game to movies. Movie that I've seen in a long time. Yes, it's more towards kids, with the little slapstick, but they threw some adult stuff in there too. So, and the nostalgia for the Sega fans, it was really cool, so it was nice for kids that didn't know like who the hell is this, like, oh, this is cool. And then, and the new game coming out. So hopefully that comes out with the new movie. And then if they do this whole TV show, it'd be really cool.
They announced 2 new movies, didn't they? They announced Sonic 3 and Knuckles movie or something like that.
Yeah, I think so. I can't remember all the details, but like it was it's a pretty big announcement for Paramount Plus too. Like it's
they've already greenlit 2 movies before the second one's even come out.
Yeah. It's like everybody was talking yesterday. That was like greenlit season 2 of Halo. We talked about that a month ago, I think, on here. How they had already greenlit season 2 of Halo.
Yeah.
I think it had come out in like leaks or something. Now they just made it official.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Exactly.
So, but yeah, that's been news for a while. So it's like these big IPs, right? These big like franchises, they want to make new worlds based off of them. They're investing in them for the long term, not like dilly-dallying. Let's try a pilot and see how it goes. Like they're going all in on this and they're like, okay, we're gonna make this successful. Damn it.
Yeah, and they're doing good by it too. You know what I mean? So it's like these are quality movies, these are quality shows. So, if they put that much heart into these video game to TV show movies, imagine what they're gonna greenlit in the future. All these other movies or shows that they want to do.
Yeah.
You know, we could do a Gears. We can do freaking, well, Fallout's on Amazon, but you know, Elder Scrolls. There's just so much. You know, Elder Scrolls could be like the next Lord of the Rings.
I'm gonna say
what I mean?
this, right? I'm gonna say this, okay? Now this is like going into major deep dive speculation area, right? So I'm making a reach, okay? This involves Sega making that deal with Paramount Plus for Sonic. Who did Xbox make a deal with for Halo? Made a deal with Paramount Plus. What game do we have dropping tomorrow in Game Pass day one on PC? Total War Warhammer 3. Who publishes that game? Sega. What game do we have later coming on day one to Game Pass on consoles and PC? 2 Point Campus. Guess who publishes that? Sega. Remember that cloud partnership last year? Everybody's like, nothing's do more than this, just in the Super Game Initiative. It's just for the Super Game Initiative and that cloud that Sega's doing with the cloud. They're gonna make these super games, and there's gonna be cloud developed super games, and that's why they need Xbox, and that's all it's for. It means nothing more than that. Well,
switching between like 4 different accents.
I don't know. I'm being different people, right? I've heard it from so many different people, you know? And it's like ignoring all this other stuff about games coming to Game Pass day one, which, like, right at the same time they made these announcements. I just think Sega and Xbox and Microsoft are getting pretty cozy. Pretty cozy. And
they in the same
I
bed.
mean, they've been cozy since OG Xbox.
And now Sega's choosing the same streaming partner that Xbox did for their big franchise. Maybe they don't want any kind of contractual issues if there's any kind of acquisition or merger, and they want to make sure they're all in the same family, hosted by the same ecosystem, right? So
well, maybe Paramount's just trying to grow, so they're out there throwing money around, you know?
maybe it's a possibility, but maybe Sega.
That sounds a little more logical than
it does. But hear me out. But what if Paramount Plus is going to be the home to all of the Xbox ecosystem of shows and movies?
Oh my god!
Right? What if Paramount Plus
huge.
is going to be home to that? And also Sega's like, hey, we got these other things, you know, we're working on with you, you know, like, and what's going on here? I see you making this deal with Paramount Plus. So that'd be a good fit for our stuff too. You know, we're using the same. Hey, Microsoft, just go buy them. Just go buy Viacom. Right? You get Paramount Plus, you get all that stuff. Right? Then you can go get Sega, and you just have everything. You're great. You know, include Paramount Plus as part of Game Pass Ultimate Extreme. Right? And then you have Sega in there as well. Then you include Ubisoft Plus in that tier. It's just like the mega all access form of entertainment. You don't need anything else. All you got to do is subscribe to Xbox. Everything else can go F off. You know, that's all you need. It's Xbox.
South Park literally just made fun of that, like on one of their specials. They're like, they went to like a Denny's, and it was like Denny's Ultra Super Max Apple Plus.
Yeah. You didn't get the moons over my hammy? You go to Denny's?
I haven't been to Denny's in like 20 years.
I get the Super Burger.
Yeah.
You guys are making me want to get food right now.
We can't get our Denny's here, like where my wife is from, Vermont. Shout out to Vermont. Yeah. Woo.
One of the 5 people.
Yeah, there's like a Denny's there, and it's like a gourmet fucking Denny's. It's like you go and sit in there, and it's like they actually treat you nice, and they actually make good food, and it's interesting, and everybody actually likes to go there. Here, it's like you go walk into Denny's, it's like you can tell it's the place that people crawled into because there's nothing else open. You know,
Waffle House closed down the street.
Yeah.
I'll
See
never
the
go to Waffle
strippers
House.
Ooh.
All the strippers are there at like 2, 3 in the morning.
Now, Waffle House, I gotta say, Waffle House has good food. But I get scared as shit if I go inside of a Waffle House. It's like
I've seen fights at Waffle House.
The floor's always sticky, like someone just dumped a gallon of syrup.
They gave me like spoiled milk 3 different times at 3 different Waffle Houses. I can't ever go back.
The problem with Waffle House, you walk in and it's like everybody just stares at you. You know, you're this like really tight corridor space, and you're like, hi, and you go to this diner, this like counter, and it's like got dirty shit all over it.
It always feels like you're a stranger in
Yeah.
there. Like everyone else is always like regulars, but you're always a stranger.
Yeah,
It's
you're the
like,
person that never goes to
Yeah.
Waffle House when you go inside of a Waffle House, and then they give you this plastic menu that's got like shit all over it, right? It's got like it's got pickles on it.
Been through war.
Yeah,
Blood.
it's got like yeah, it's probably blood, but I thought it was ketchup, but it's probably actually blood, you know. But the burger and I'll say this: nobody has better hash browns than Waffle House. I mean,
Yeah,
They
but
did
everything's
have
a la
pretty
carte,
good
isn't it?
hash browns. I will say
their
that.
burgers are good too, man. Waffle House has good burgers. When I was a kid, I had this friend, and whenever like we do sleepovers at their house, like his dad would take us to Waffle House, but it was really awkward because his dad, like this was like in the 90s, right? But his dad, no joke, dressed like he came out as straight like 1973. I mean, he had like hair that was like a bell shape, right? And it was like just dark black hair, and he had bell bottom jeans on that were like skin tight, and like a really tight t-shirt, and his bell bottoms like flared out like crazy, dude. And this was my friend's dad, and I remember this guy was like freaking weird, you know, but like he fit in Waffle House. That's where he always took us. Every time we slept over at his house, he took us to Waffle House. And you know what?
Yeah. Well,
That
that's
made
where
me
it's-
appreciate the burgers there. I'll say it. And bell bottoms.
That's
I still have
where-
a thing for
I,
That's where
I
his-
never had the burgers.
That's
there,
where his
but-
coke dealer eat. That's where they did the meetup.
Yeah.
But I mean, is it worth it? You go to Waffle House just for the hash browns and the burger. Is it really worth it at that point if you are avoiding trays being thrown at you?
Well,
syrup
I've never seen trays thrown. I've seen arguments outside of a Waffle House. I've seen lots of cop cars outside of Waffle Houses in the middle of the night. I've seen a lot of that, but it's never when I'm actually there. When I'm actually there, I'm scared. I get in and I get out and I go and I eat.
It's like a fighting stage. People like to pick. It's like do, and it's always Waffle
Hey,
House.
yo.
I was in
Ready,
Waffle House.
fight.
You got a
Yeah,
problem?
like choose your stage.
Meet me at the Waffle House.
Yeah.
Beep.
it's-
Or maybe
It's
people
ridiculous.
just like get into arguments over like stupid
I think
stuff
it's
there.
because they just got out of the bar at like 3 a.m. and they're all drunk and they.
But why Waffle House?
Yeah, there's
That's
It's
the
the
IHOP.
only
that was
place
always
that's
been weird to me.
open.
There's IHOP. There is Denny's. It's always they fight at Waffle House.
Here it's Whataburger. Whataburger's open inside 24/7. That's where you go.
Oh yeah, Waffle House is 20%. Yeah.
Jack in the Box used to be 24/7 inside. I don't know if they still are. But
How
yeah.
come McDonald's is not 24/7 anymore?
They are?
COVID.
It's not inside. But they've never been inside
It's-
24/7 here.
Oh, they haven't either.
No, drive through 24/7. Usually, a lot of places like that were 24 hours, like Walmart and a lot of fast food joints. They stopped it when COVID happened, and then they just, they're like, yeah, let's save some money.
A lot of places here, they
places
just like
I'm
close
at-
down indoor dining at like 10 o'clock or whatever, and it's just drive through after that.
Yeah.
They close down everything on like my McDonald's. Like it's just closed after a certain time.
Yeah. I would say ours is still 24/7. And now they did change the hours on some of them. But like every McDonald's around us, I think, is 24 hours, except for one. What does suck though is they made Walmart not 24 hours anymore. And it's time to make that a thing again. Right? Like,
Yeah.
well, I'm sick of Walmart
I
closing
agree.
at 10 or 11. As I miss 24-hour Walmart because that's the place to go to get anything you need in the middle of the night.
Yeah. Why did they change
Yeah.
that?
COVID.
A lot of people just don't work anymore.
Yeah.
Well, they never had people
They
working
do
lanes
have-
anyways.
They have issues like all these places are having issues getting help now as well.
Yeah, because I work at a grocery store, and like when I first started, it's 24/7, and like a couple years later, it's like now we close at midnight, and now we close at 10 o'clock. So it's like,
Yeah. There's some places that are starting to close at like 7:30, 8 o'clock.
Yeah,
crazy.
Walmart was by me. They closed at 8:30.
There was this hot dog
Like
place
what?
that opened up in the mall near us, and I was like, "Cool, it's a hot dog place." Like, cause you never see those open, right? I was like, "Freaking A, I'm gonna go there," and they open from like 12 to 2, and then they close, and they open from 5 to 7, like something like
What?
that. Yes, I'm like, how the hell am I ever gonna arrange the situation to be able to go to that hot dog place? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're
I had a
at
place like that.
mall. You figured you stay open because you're at a mall with consistent people.
Yeah, well, it's an outside mall. It's like one of these new age malls where it's like all the like, you know, you got Old Navy outside, you got like all this shit outside. You know what I mean?
There's a place like that near my school. I'm sorry we're getting so off topic, but this is an interesting topic to me. There's this place near my school where it's like a sandwich shop, and they're always out of food, and they only open for like 3 hours a day. And I'm convinced that has to be like where they like fuel drugs or money laundering or something, because how do you open for like 3 hours and still and be in a very
populated area,
so like populated area, rich area, and you somehow make money? I don't know. That's crazy to me.
Maybe they sell. Is there like a line out the door when they open or anything like that? There are some places like that are like that where they just like open and they sell out of everything. They're only open for lunch.
Yeah, there's some barbecue places like that.
Their food is terrible. Their food is terrible.
Their food is terrible.
Their smoothies are terrible. Like they I can't believe they did this. They gave me a sandwich.
Is it one of those smoothie places?
What?
One of those like fake smoothie places. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? Like where it's like a do your own storefront thing, and like they advertise as different places, and then but it's all actually the same company that's behind it all.
It could be.
It's like a pyramid
no
scheme
idea what you're
almost.
Talking about.
Yeah, I forget the name of it. Kate knows what I'm talking about.
Orange Julius.
Terrible.
No, not Orange Julius, but there's like a lot of them, and they always have different names. They always disguise themselves as different, because like I could open up one right now and sign a deal with them and sell their shit, and it's all like overpriced stuff, and that usually these places sell something else as well, right?
Oh yeah, maybe that is them. I just know like their sandwich, they had like the wheat bread, and they literally like got it from like Kroger. Like I seen them have the actual like wheat bread. I could take it out and make the sandwich and just put it in the toaster. I'm like, what is this place? It's
Herbalife.
crazy.
It's an Herbalife place, probably.
Herbalife.
Is it all like fitness smoothies and shit?
Well, I hate to tell you, 3-bit, but I've seen like people from Starbucks come into Kroger and like Applebee's and buy food to like go serve at the restaurant. So it's like that's where the food comes from.
You just hide it at least. Don't, if it's like a Kroger bag and I'm seeing it and I'm seeing you, I don't know. It's you know, it's weird.
Yeah, even like I worked at a burger joint when I was a teenager, and this was like we made everything like from scratch pretty much, but the bread still came from a bread vendor that was like Wonder Bread. Right. Yeah. So all the bread was still name brand. Like you actually have a bread truck that pulls up from the bread vendor, and it's like either Wonder or Mrs. Baird's or any of these things. So unless it actually said Kroger brand on it, then I would be a little worried. But if it's actually just like a regular bread bag, then that's pretty normal, because that's what like most restaurants do. Now some of them have like their own unmarked bags where they order from certain other suppliers, right? But yeah, anyway.
Exactly, dude.
How do we go from talking freaking
that's what I put in the chat, by the way.
Bioshock movie into freaking
food and restaurants,
Kroger bread?
I don't remember how it started actually.
Because we're getting ready for the rapture, guys. I mean, this is.
Oh yeah, that's right. We got to get stock up on food.
Yeah, I put that in the chat on the YouTube stream like 20 minutes ago. So like I was like, "What is this podcast?"
I saw that. Yeah, it's the Herbalife. I bet that sandwich shop is an Herbalife place. What's the name of it? 3-bit. Oh, don't tell me on air.
Caitlin, they buy Kroger milk. I can tell you that, because someone came in and bought 30 gallons of Kroger milk that works at Starbucks, and they didn't have the card, so they had to run back to Starbucks to get the card. So they do buy Kroger milk.
Yeah,
I'm gonna find it.
Were they supposed to have like their special Starbucks dairy farm where they milk their own Starbucks cows?
I don't know.
We only get the best cows at Starbucks, and we milk them ourselves right before we serve you.
Yeah, honestly, that's what I would picture.
Yeah, like, Starbucks is the Chipotle's of coffee.
Hey, Bertha, I need you to make me another frap. Start squirting some milk. Like, what do you
start squirting some milk?
Like, what do you?
Stop putting the teat in your mouth.
Only at Starbucks, fresh out the teat. So, like,
I mean, what do you don't really think about where some of the stuff comes from. You just assume, oh, Starbucks makes everything.
They make, they don't. Yeah, people buy like supplies like that, right? That's not like, but the Starbucks does have their own like sandwiches that they make that they
They're not
actually
going
have.
and buying like Little Debbie brownie mix or whatever.
No, they're not exactly. I mean, they're like producing their own stuff, but when it comes to like milk and like it's like
They're buying Folgers coffee.
yeah.
The best part of
They always have
waking
to go.
up.
Sometimes I see at our Starbucks they have to run and make an emergency ice run because they're like ran out of ice, right? So they'll go and they'll fill up one of their employees' trunk of ice, right, and start carrying it in.
Hopefully it's in bags.
Yes, it's in bags.
Okay.
Handfuls of ice cubes.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, so moving on. Bioshock is getting a movie, and also so is Sonic.
Wow.
But hey, guess
So we're
what?
starting a new podcast on Tuesday nights where we talk about food and restaurants.
Food and restaurant hour.
Cake pops.
I did look up the Uncharted movie meta score, and it's got a 47.
Wow.
And IGN did give it a 7. They're the second highest score. Some outlet called Consequence gave it a 75. Other than that, all of them are in the yellow. It doesn't have any IMDb scores yet, obviously, because it's not actually out yet. So I don't trust the IMDb score at this point right now.
I'm gonna force me and my girlfriend to watch it.
Yeah.
It's
'Cause
got
Rotten Tomato gave it 44.
Yeah, it's a 47 on Metacritic, 44, I guess, on Rotten Tomatoes. A lot of them are in the 40s and 50s, right? And a few in the 60s. But basically, it's got 24 in the yellow category, 5 in the positive, and 2 in the negative. So it's just going to be like whatever mediocre popcorn movie, which is fine.
Byrnes.
But I almost think that like when these movies go to the theater like this, they actually have less of a chance at being good.
You know that they're gonna be like they're biased against this movie because it's made by Sony. You know, there's gonna be
how
Twitter
bad
chats.
can it be? Is the question.
I don't know.
It won't be that bad, but it is Tom Holland as
I
Nathan
feel like
Drake.
if I watch it, I'll just come out.
You watch
I'm
Blood
like,
Rain?
That was okay.
No,
Oh gosh.
That's you bowl though. That's different. That's like
Oh, okay.
Now 3-bit, if you I know you like Tom Holland as Spider-Man, which all of us on this show do. I know nobody that watches this show does. However, I don't agree with Tom Holland as Nathan Drake whatsoever. That's just weird as hell.
I agree.
That's fair. I think they chose him because of
he's famous and super popular right now.
He's famous right now. He's super popular, and he does stunts. Not a lot of like when you're watching like the trailers, at least he's doing a lot of the stunts. You can see like it's a pretty like I don't know, stunt heavy movie where that's pretty much Nathan Drake, where he's jumping around, getting hit by stuff, explosions and whatnot. That's why I think they chose him, but yeah, I don't think he necessarily fits Nathan Drake as a character. But who would besides them, like Nathan Fillion or like
I don't know, man, but I could probably think of like 20 guys that would be a better fit than Tom Holland.
Tom Cruise.
Like who? Tom Cruise? No, he's no, that would be weird.
No, he's gonna be Superior Iron Man.
I mean, people would probably balk at some of the ideas I would have too, but like I could say even Channing Tatum being a better Nathan Drake than Tom Holland.
Channing Tatum?
Yeah, he could. He could do the stunt stuff. He kind of looks like Nathan Drake a little bit if he grew his hair out. He can be sarcastic.
He's not that good of an actor though.
Yeah, he's not that great, but like, I mean, it's a dumb action movie, right? The Rock isn't like an amazing actor either, So
sure.
Like if you say, did you see what's the movie? The one with Ryan Reynolds, Free Guy.
No, I haven't seen that
the
yet.
video game.
Yeah, he had some like short scenes in there, and he was pretty funny in it. You know what I mean? Like, so he does have a sense of humor. It's like a sarcastic sense of humor he can pull off too. So that's just one thought. I mean, Chris Pratt is another obvious choice. to me. Like, I know people say like he's in everything, right? Like he's cast as Mario, but like he kind of looks like Nathan Drake. He's kind of sarcastic and funny too, and he does action movies. It's just like Nathan Fillion looks like a little boy, dude. I mean, he's like, you know, it's like.
You mean Tom Holland?
Yeah, sorry. Who did I say?
Nathan Fillion.
Yeah, Nathan Fillion.
Nathan Fillion. No, you're not Nathan Fillion. Nathan Fillion would be a great choice as well. But it's just like so many. Like you can name any of the Avengers probably. Like besides Tom Holland, and they'd all be better.
I have more of a problem. I mean, I haven't seen the movie yet, so but
Doom Reaper says
I have
Brandon
more of a problem
Fraser.
with Sully. Brandon.
Yeah, Brandon Fraser
anymore.
lately
Isn't he
though.
fat now?
Yeah, if you've seen him lately,
Not
I don't know if he would
anymore.
still work for that role.
1 point.
Yeah.
Then maybe,
I mean, there's
yeah.
a lot of like the guy that plays Reacher in the Jack Reacher show on Amazon Prime.
Oh,
Yeah.
He would be
Mhm.
he'd be great. He would actually be really great in that role. There's Tom Hardy. I mean, we can keep going. I could go for days and name a bunch of people better
so
than
I
Tom
think
Holland.
I think your problem isn't Tom Hardy. It's or not
Tom
Tom.
Holland.
Now you made me say Tom Hardy. Tom Holland. I don't think
No,
your problem is
I
Tom
like
Holland.
Tom
I think is your
Holland.
problem is how young he looks. Is that what it is? Because
And-
you're just
and
naming a bunch
sounds.
of different.
Because
and
think
sounds.
about this, right? Like, okay, people say, well, he plays a younger Nathan Drake. And I thought about that too. And then I've come to the realization, like 20 years from now, is Tom Holland going to really look or sound too much different than he does now? I mean,
that's the same argument as Spider-Man, though. People say they don't like him because he's too young.
But like, he makes sense
Yeah.
for Spider-Man, like as being young. He doesn't make sense for Nathan Drake in a role that you would think he's going to grow up to become what we know of as Nathan Drake. Because that Tom Holland will never grow up to be what we know of as Nathan Drake. Right?
Yeah.
Like he's supposed to be like an adult still. He's like he's not like he's 12. He's like 19, 18 out of 20 years old or something like that in the movie. So
Yeah, I think he's like 20 something.
yeah, it's not like he's gonna go
22.
from being Tom Holland to Nathan Fillion in like
Maybe when
he
he's
grows
Harrison
up.
Ford's age, he'll look like a man.
Yeah, there you go. There's another one. The guy that played Solo, Han Solo in the Solo movie, he would be decent in that role.
So you think pretty much
every other white guy actor that's like not over 50 and above 20, it would probably be a better fit than Tom Holland.
My whole issue with it is not even Tom Holland. I think I had more of a problem with who they chose for Sully than Tom Holland, because they could get away with that. And then like my biggest problem that I saw with the trailers is that they're using story elements from like the games that's supposed to be way like Uncharted 3. Like if you're making an Uncharted story and you're trying to tell the origin, especially since this is a younger version of Nathan Drake, and you're taking elements that's supposed to happen way later. Like I get
canon, is it?
I mean, it's not
because
it's just crazy to me that they decided to do that.
I'm gonna say this as well. Like, go ahead, Psycho.
No, I was gonna say they're just trying to get people that are familiar with the video game series, like, oh yeah, I remember that, and like have a connection like that, because they know that Tom Holland is not a good Nathan Drake.
Yeah.
And Marky Mark is not a good Sully.
It's like casting Marty McFly to be a freaking adventure like action hero, right? Like
like Indiana Jones.
Right. Like in fact, I said earlier, like any like white guy between 20 and 50, I would take any guy, any race, doesn't matter, would be a better fit than Tom Holland at this role. You could have Michael B. Jordan would be a badass in this role. You could have Simu Liu, who played Shang-Chi. If he was cast as Nathan Drake, I'd be like, fuck yeah, let's go. Right? Like it could be anybody, like other than somebody who looks like an adult child. Like that's what my point is. Like he is cast. Okay, like he's cast because he looks for Spider-Man, right? Because he looks young and has that voice, right? He he has that, right? Like certain actors have that youngness to them, right? Like Michael J. Fox did. Like those guys are great for those roles. You know, you don't go and get like one of those guys to play Indiana Jones. You know,
Like Shia
I mean,
LaBeouf,
this is
like you don't do that.
just it's just a different take on it. I mean, I agree with you guys, but like,
I think Ronda Rousey
this
would
is
make a
what they
better
chose.
Nathan Drake than Tom Holland.
Oh my god.
Well, they do have that Uncharted game where he plays a chip, don't they?
Yeah. I mean, she's been in movies. She's been in action
Ewan
movies.
McGregor.
She's more believable.
I mean, in Uncharted 4, you do play as a kid. You do play Nathan Drake as a kid. I thought I should mention that. I don't know if anyone's going to mention.
So maybe they're all playing tricks on us, and that's the role Tom Holland's going to play. Mark Wahlberg is a better Nathan Drake than Tom Holland.
Okay, you just need to watch it and just see if it still works regardless, because I think Tom Holland, he's a great actor. So let's just see how he does.
Let's play a game real quick. I'm gonna ask you a question, 3-bit, before you keep going.
Right.
It would be like putting Tom Holland as James Bond. It just wouldn't work because he's like, it's like a kid and like blowing people up.
No, but if you cast Tom Holland for Spy Kids, it's like makes some sense, right?
Yeah.
Okay, now, all right, I'm gonna ask you a question. I'm gonna name some Avengers, and you tell me if they would make a better Nathan Drake. Benedict Cumberbatch would make a better Nathan Drake than Tom Holland.
Yeah.
Chris Pratt. These are not just Avengers. These are all Marvel heroes. But would he make a better
Chris Pratt in another movie ever again?
Would he make a better Nathan Drake?
Yes.
Okay. Chris Evans.
Chris Evans. Who am I thinking of?
Captain America.
Captain America.
Oh. Yeah.
Chris Hemsworth.
Thor.
Nah, I can't see Thor as Nathan Drake.
Liam Hemsworth.
Maybe, yeah, I could see him.
Okay. All right. Robert Downey Jr.
No,
he may be a little old. I don't know.
Maybe slowly.
Paul Rudd.
Maybe. Yeah, I could see him.
Mark Ruffalo.
No.
No.
Nah.
You're naming the Avengers.
Anthony Mackie.
Yeah, but there'll be some controversy.
Simu Liu.
You know, who's that?
This is Shang-Chi.
Oh, that's his name. Better than Tom Holland? No.
Samuel L. Jackson.
No.
Scarlett Johansson.
Oh, Johansson.
Scarlett Johansson.
She would make a better Nathan Drake.
Starring Nathan.
The guy that plays Green Arrow, I forget his name off the top of my head.
If you're gonna cast Scarlett Johansson, you might as well make Tomb Raider or something.
Doom Reaper, that's a good one. Oh, I forget his name. He does that wrestling show now, the Green Arrow guy. He'd be great as and also he has a cousin, Stephen Amell. His name is Stephen Amell, and he has a cousin that would also be good as Nathan Drake. I think it's Robin Amell.
Robbie Amell.
Robbie Amell. Yeah, he played Firestorm in the first season or something.
Hayden Christensen would be a better Nathan Drake than Tom Holland.
Oh,
Yep.
They should have casted Hayden Christensen. That would have been actually pretty good.
Yeah,
I think.
Yeah, we're making good.
Yeah, but his acting is improved since episode 3 or whatever.
Yeah.
It's.
I mean, here's the thing.
It's an action movie.
George Lucas is.
Samuel would be a great soul. He just know.
He got
I don't
old.
know. George Lucas is interesting, but with episode 3, and everything, all the prequels with how everyone you think of Natalie Portman, who won awards.
Natalie Portman would also be a better Nathan Drake.
Everyone in that movie had a tough time with that script, so anything else he's in, I think he would be good at. I seen him in Jumper. He was really good in Jumper. And then he was in that movie with T.I. and Chris Brown where they were robbers. If anyone
that was
remembers
pretty
that
good.
movie.
Yeah, I remember that movie.
He was good in that. I can't think of
The
another.
professor for in Thor, what's her name? Natalie Portman's like buddy. I forget his
Lady-
name.
The old guy.
What about Peter Dinklage?
Better Nathan Drake.
No, it's too short. He could be Sully.
Oh gosh, I'm just picturing him fall out the plane. No.
He could be Sully,
No,
or
that-
even Daniel Craig. James Bond could be Sully.
J.K. Simmons would be the best Sully. But I like Shizno. I could I could see Samuel L. Jackson be like, "Climb up that cliff, motherfucker!"
Time to
Get
get
back-
this
get your ass
motherfucking
back
treasure
up
from
there,
this motherfucking
motherfucker.
cave.
Yeah, Samuel L. Jackson would be good, or like you said, J.K. Simmons. I think that would be those would be good Sullys for sure.
Is
Nipsey
Gene
Russell, what?
Hackman still alive?
No.
Gene Hackman? Is he still with us?
Oh,
I'm just saying he would make a good
Is
he?
Sully if he was still there. You know,
he's old.
is he too
I
old
think
now? Like,
Sully's supposed to be old.
There's a reason we don't see him much.
yeah, I haven't
He's
seen Gene.
92.
I think he's still alive.
Yeah.
Is he
Sully's
Better
really?
supposed to be
Sully.
old though.
Better
That's the
Sully
thing.
than Marky Mark.
Gene Hackman, 92 years old, would be better Nathan Drake than Tom Holland.
What about Christopher Reeves?
For Reeves, he's dead. He did
Yeah.
pass away. Still better Nathan Drake than Tom Holland.
Oh my gosh.
You
It is
know,
hey,
this
hey.
was the last 20
I can't.
last
I
20
actually-
minutes we shed on this movie.
Now I'm just
Okay,
Okay, just put
hilarious.
Gene Wilder in it too. You know, why not? Betty White.
Betty
White.
Bae.
Oh jeez,
Oh
That's
gosh.
too soon.
You guys watched the movie like
Better Sully.
actually Tom Holland wasn't that bad.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure he'll
I'll
be
wait for it.
fine. It's not gonna be Nathan Drake. It'll be like it'll be like Halloween and he's playing Nathan Drake. He's wearing a Nathan Drake costume. You know. When I grow up, I want to be
I'll-
Nathan
I'll wait.
Drake, and it's like it's never gonna be possible for you, Tom.
I feel like whatever
Hey, you
Tom
think
wants,
this-
he's gonna get. He said he wanted a Jack and Daxter movie, and then Sony's like, yes, we're gonna make one. So he's gonna be whatever role he wants.
Doom Reaper has a great Sully. How about Clint Eastwood? Yeah, there you go.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Morgan
You
Freeman.
you guys are saying he's old, but Sully is old. We need
Yeah, but
someone
Sully's-
who's
yeah,
old.
but
100 years
Sully's
old.
actually
Sully's
old,
not in his 90s. He's
This
like in
is-
his like 70s or at the latest.
but he's
you know?
still
No,
old.
he's like in his 50s. He has
50s,
white hair.
60s?
That's it.
Okay, so 60s probably.
50s, 60s.
He
Yeah.
still run. Like you don't see Clint Eastwood running.
Get a stunt double, put a wig on him, call it a day.
Hey, who?
Yeah,
Who's the
Clint
guy
Eastwood's
from?
looking really old? Did y'all try and watch that Cry Macho movie?
No.
No.
I started to try and watch this on HBO Max, and I was like, man, like all I could think about is that Clint Eastwood is getting too old now, and it's a sad time. So I had to shut the movie off because like it's inevitable now. But hey, another better Nathan Drake, Scott Eastwood.
Well, if they got Harrison Ford, they could just record him on the weekends. He does his own plane crash stunts.
There you go.
Oh my God.
How about him as Sully?
They could have. No,
Harrison
they
Ford
could
as
have
Sully? Let's go.
the guy that played Trevor in GTA 4. Forget his name.
That crazy guy.
Whoever that kid.
Oh, he was in Walking
Yeah.
Dead. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
they could have him
Yeah.
as Nathan Drake's brother.
He'd play better Nathan Drake. Andrew
Oh,
Lincoln.
yeah.
Andrew Lincoln would be better Nathan Drake. In fact, Carl would be a better Nathan Drake. Norman Reedus
Carl.
would be a better Nathan Drake. What's the dude's name? With the bat, Negan. Negan would make a better Nathan Drake.
Yeah.
He would actually not be bad. Watch that.
Well, you know what, Mav and
Yeah.
Jasper and Psycho. You know who is our Nathan Drake? Tom Holland.
He
right
may
now.
be he may be your Nathan Drake, but he'll
No,
never
he
be
is-
my Nathan Drake.
He's Nathan Drake in general.
Yeah, Nolan
So-
Nolan North is still Nathan Drake. Nathan Fillion is a close second, and
I agree.
Yes.
and then Tom Holland.
Nathan
Is,
Fillion's my choice.
and again, nothing against Tom Holland. Nothing against Tom Holland. I like Tom Holland. He's a great actor. He does great in his roles, and he's perfect casting for Spider-Man in my personal opinion. Just don't force him into every role and make him into things he's not. That's what I'm saying.
I really don't care. I wasn't planning on watching the Uncharted movie anyway.
Oh, okay. We'll move on past it. All right, guys.
I'll wait for it to come in on Netflix.
Yeah.
Hugh Jackman. Yeah.
Is it coming to Netflix?
Well, he's just saying in streaming service in general. I think.
Didn't Sony make a deal with Netflix? Was that Sony?
Yeah.
Sony did one.
You going through a tunnel?
So.
He's talking with Optimus Prime.
So
yeah, me and Optimus hanging out.
yeah. Okay.
They are bringing back Transformers.
Yeah, Beast Wars though.
They're like, making a new trilogy or something.
Yeah, Beast Wars trilogy. Like, come on. Just do the first. Just do the original G1s properly. Don't go to Beast Wars. All right. So
who's directing it? Sorry,
I have no idea.
Who's directing the next Transformers? That matters a lot.
Probably Michael Bay. He's all up in that.
No, please don't say that.
Every time he doesn't direct Transformers,
we already talked about this, man.
Yeah, I don't remember who it is though.
It's the guy did he's doing the He-Man
that dude.
Was it the He-Man spinoff?
No, the He-Man guy is
Thundercat.
No,
Thundercat.
Thundercat did the Godzilla versus Kong movie.
Kevin Smith.
Yeah, Kevin Smith is doing the He-Man stuff. It's not Kevin Smith. It's I think Michael Bay's involved as like an executive type producer.
Is it the guy who did the Kong thing, Skull Island?
I don't think so.
Is it that guy?
Because that guy's doing the Thundercats.
Oh.
Transformers. We're all Googling. New movie. Rise of the
Stephen Caple Jr.
Rise of the Beast. Who is it?
He did Creed 2.
That's not bad.
And that's about it.
I like that.
Is that it? That's all he did?
That's about it. There's some other stuff in there, but
I thought Michael B. Jordan directed Creed. Like, maybe it was 3. Never mind.
Yeah. So directed by Stephen Caple Jr., who's done Creed 2, Rapture, Grownish, Machine Gun Kelly, Dope Man, The Land, and The Land's was supposed to be really good, and 25 Hill.
Cool.
Machine Gun Kelly, Dope Man is a music video. So he did the music video. I thought it was a movie. He did the Dope Man music video for Machine Gun Kelly. He did 2 episodes of Grownish. He did 1 episode of Rapture. And he did Creed 2. So this is his big chance.
I mean, hey, believe it or not, that is enough experience. You think about like the Russo brothers and them just directing the was it Arrested Development? Was it Parks and Recreation?
I think it was Parks and Rec.
Okay. Yeah, the Russo brothers just directed Parks and Recreation. And then Marvel's like, hey, we want you for like Civil War. You're like, okay, jump from Parks and Rec to doing some of the best Marvel films. Yeah. So hey, you gotta start somewhere. But we'll see, I guess.
83% on Creed 2 on Rotten Tomatoes. That's good.
Cool.
Yeah, Creed 2 is pretty good.
Anyone but Michael Bay, because Michael Bay, he's obsessed with certain things.
Like explosions?
I think he's gonna be like consultant for explosions. That's pretty much the extent.
Explosions, girls, and camera turnarounds every 5 seconds.
And Linkin Park music videos or Linkin Park soundtrack.
Yeah.
Now,
I mean, when you watch a Michael Bay movie, you know what to expect, but dang.
There's great Michael Bay movies. I mean, I'm not trying to shit on him. I just don't like how Transformers was changed.
Didn't he do Tropic Thunder?
Michael Bay?
I don't know. I know he did Bad Boys. He did the first Transformers was awesome. I love that one.
Dark of the Moon wasn't bad either.
He did that movie with Ben Affleck and the meteor coming to Earth with Armageddon.
Yeah, that
He
was
did
great.
Armageddon.
I don't want to close my eyes.
He did the Tom Clancy Jack Ryan show for Netflix or for Amazon.
Cause
yeah,
I
he did that.
miss you,
That's really
babe,
good.
and I don't wanna miss a thing.
Even when I dream of you.
Yeah.
The sweetest dream I'll never do. I'd still miss you, babe.
I don't want to miss a thing. Yeah, he did that. And yeah. What else? I mean, he did sorry, one more. He did the movie with Ryan Reynolds, and it was like a bank heist thing. It was like he got a group of
6
people.
feet under or 6. I don't know what you're talking about. It's on Netflix.
Yeah.
Michael Bay's
like
done a ton
under
of shit.
6.
I mean, he did The Island.
6 Underground. 6
Underground.
There's just like a lot of Michael Bay movies that are, a lot of them are great, a lot of them suck. It just depends. Like, he's a very
he's a great director.
Yeah, he's very
a great director.
He takes on these huge action franchises, and sometimes those can kind of get a little like, you know, for what they are, they're fun, but like, there's not as much substance as there is action in some of those, right? But some of his other movies have a lot of good story to it. What's up, Jedi Dick Sensei? That's an amazing name.
Tyler. Yeah.
Doom Reaper says that movie Armageddon was so freaking sad they finally killed John McClane. You know what's very similar about Armageddon and me personally is that they're both are associated with animal crackers, because the animal cracker scene with Liv Tyler, you know, you remember that?
Yes, I do.
On her titty.
You guys should rewatch Armageddon, but watch it with the director's commentary, and it's hilarious how much Ben Affleck is calling out all the stupid scenes that's happening. He's like, why would we do this? And he does not hold back. So if you guys are interested, check out Ben Affleck's commentary to Armageddon, and he does like things we would ask, like, why the heck are they doing this? He does it.
You mean on like the Blu-ray, like special features, or is it like a video?
I think someone uploaded it on YouTube too, so if you want to check it out there. I think it's old enough that it should be.
Jasper says we're never going to talk about Doctor Strange. Yes, we are. It is now. This is the time. We have stopped bad-mouthing Uncharted enough, and we have also stopped talking about fast food and breakfast restaurants.
Michael Bay.
And we've also stopped talking about Bioshock. And so we are now moving on to Doctor Strange and the Super Bowl trailer that we got to witness, which was absolutely freaking incredible. Maybe in my book, this could potentially be the best movie trailer of all time.
Dude, it's gonna be like a 5-hour movie.
You think so? Like this trailer,
it's gonna be long. It's gonna be long. It's probably there's so much in from what the trailer and from everything that we've saw. There's so much. It's gonna be a hefty. It's gonna be over 3 hours.
Just think about the stuff they're like cutting out of the trailer too, like maybe hiding like they did for Spider-Man. Like there could be like people standing right in front of us that we don't even see in the trailer.
That's true.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and because there's so much. There's just so much. I watched a breakdown of that trailer, and freaking there is so much shit that we did not see, and because it's gone by so fast, people just dissected the hell out of it.
Have you ever seen a trailer with this much shit to like? You could like literally pause this video at like every couple seconds and have like a huge debate and discussion on what you're seeing on the screen. Right?
Yeah.
It's insane.
Yeah.
Like 20 Doctor Stranges in the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, there's gonna be 3. There's 2 variants, and then the normal.
God,
you got the evil Doctor Strange, and the evil Doctor Strange goes into the what if Doctor Strange, where he's where he tries to save his girl.
There's also zombie Doctor Strange, and there's another Doctor Strange that had like slicked back hair. So there's at least 2 more.
Yeah. Yeah, they said at least 3. that they know of.
Like people thought like Spider-Verse, No Way Home had a lot of different cameos. This is going to this is gonna
we're
be
gonna
that tenfold
because we're gonna
probably.
exactly. We saw like I started like I broke down. I found like three or four different things in that movie poster, and then 3-Bit posted like a day later. Someone like broke every single thing down. But we're gonna see Captain Carter with the as what is it, Captain Britain?
Captain
Yeah, I
Britain.
think she's Captain Britain.
We're gonna see that. We even saw like maybe I don't know if unless they threw Deadpool in there just to fucking fuck with people, because Deadpool is always trying to be in everything.
Yeah, I mean, we saw Xavier, right? We
he's in that universe.
Yeah,
I mean, we didn't see
Xavier.
Xavier. We saw a blurry, bald back of his head.
We heard his voice.
Pretty sure. Yeah,
his voice was very distinguished. But we got like because that's the whole thing with the Illuminati. And if people are not familiar with Illuminati, they're like 6 of the elite superheroes that help defend Earth's deadliest threats, and they're like the mighty. They're the cream of the crop. This is who you call in who you go to, at least in the comics.
Yeah, in the comics, it's Xavier, it's Iron Man, it's Doctor Strange. What's that guy that screams? He's in
Black Bolt or something like that.
Black Bolt.
Black Bolt.
Yeah. Black Bolt is one of the most powerful Marvel heroes out there.
And then there's Namor, the Submariner.
And isn't Mr. Fantastic Reed Richards, isn't it?
Yeah, and Reed Richards. Yeah. Those are like the main people in the Illuminati that I can think of. Unless I'm forgetting somebody.
I think you named them all. Namora, Reed Richards, Black Bolt, Doctor Strange, Professor X, and
Iron Man.
Iron Man. So
that's all of them.
There was 6 chairs up on that stage.
Yeah.
Right? At the presentation room, whatever the fuck that was, right? The
Doctor Strange was being like
interrogated or whatever. So there was 6 chairs, and you see like figures walking on the, behind them to get in their seats. One's sitting down, one's walking to their seat, and then you just see Professor X's bald head and voice come through. And when that happened and we heard him, I got to chill. Because that to me screams mutants and the future of the whole MCU and all of this stuff. But I'm wondering if it's not going to mean that. You know what I mean?
Does that mean just like mutants in a multiverse? So it's not really in the MCU anymore. It's like, it's like, are they going to do that? Or
maybe.
We're going to see. Well, we're going to see mutants in the Deadpool, because we already saw X-Men in the first two Deadpool movies. So
yeah, but Deadpool's part of the X-Men universe, which is Fox,
which is now MCU.
But that's because the multiverse. Like, if they just keep it in the multiverse, then it's like it's not in the MCU universe.
I think now they're converging all of that into the MCU. Like, this is the purpose of these movies, because like even Shang-Chi
timeline
had to do with that too, because like
they open that gate.
Yeah, they open the gate and it's like another realm or dimension or whatever, another universe. So every like big one of these movies so far we've seen has dealt with this, right? Eternals actually had maybe like, did they explain that there's multiverses in the Eternals? I don't remember if they did that or not.
There's multiple universes, but nothing with a multiverse. They didn't really touch on the multiverse. They just said there's multiple. Well, they touch on the universe. Like, there's different universes. That's what each of Celestial brings about. Is
they all guard one universe?
Yeah, that Celestial comes, and then defends 6 other universes. So, so this one died in Eternals. So that's going to be another part that's going to be played in the whole multiverse, So there's so much going on with everything tied in. And this is like going to form and mold what the multiverse is, because they got evil Scarlet Witch, as we saw when she was kneeling down crying, and the WandaVision Scarlet Witch that we saw, which is the good one, Scarlet Witch. So because she comes off as the villain, and I believe in this movie is the evil multiverse Scarlet Witch, because she is possibly taking what's her name, the chick that was with Doctor Strange, and Mav, you picked her out.
Oh, the
Monica
little
Rambeau
kid.
Yeah.
No. The chick that was with Doctor Strange in the trailers.
Oh, America
the
Chavez.
kid.
America Chavez.
Yeah.
Yeah, Shava.
Mhm.
Her. So
American.
she can open up portals,
Mm-hmm.
and
Who?
that's how
America
they can
Chavez.
travel through the multiverse.
Oh, I
Yeah.
thought she was like a copy of
Superman.
her hand looked like it was stretching, sort of like that girl from Avengers.
That's
No,
that's
going to
Miss
be
Marvel.
Kamala
Whatever.
Khan, who's Miss Marvel, which is another character they're bringing in. She's going to be on a show. So
I just hope they don't like start the multiverse thing and then like, oh look, we closed the multiverse, so now we have to never cover this again. And it's like now we can focus on getting the timeline back to normal. It's like at the end point they got to shut down the multiverse. So like eventually all these people will go back to their own reality and they'll try to fix the timeline. I'm assuming.
I don't think they're going to close it off, and I don't think they're going to close it off.
I think it's forever. I think with this phase, like every phase of Marvel, they're going to focus on something different. Like the first one was focused mainly on Thanos' arrival. Yeah, well, they were building the universe, and then up until Thanos' arrival, and his defeat. And I think this one's just going to be about bringing in the X-Men, the multiverse, and then using the newer characters as a way to introduce the galactic side of Marvel that we barely have scratched. We kind of scratched it with like Guardians, and you could tell they're going to do that because of not only Guardians of the Galaxy, the new one, but you've seen like there's different concept art that was with them. Like Thor is now with the Guardians. They're pretty much just going to space. Now we have Doctor Strange messing with different multiverses. So everything is now galactic multiverse, and that's pretty much what they're going to focus on going forward. And I think what's going to happen is all of this is going to all the different universes are going to basically, you're going to see them, and then at some point I think they're just going to combine to some point, so we could have the X-Men Avengers.
That was Secret Wars, where Doctor Doom got all the multiverse characters to fight on like one big planet or something like that.
Yeah, it wasn't. Oh yeah, I forgot about Secret, and that's where Black Suit Spider-Man comes into play.
Yeah,
it was actually Secret Wars,
and that's actually one of the movies that are hush hush, haven't announced yet. Secret Wars.
Yeah, so Secret Wars is gonna be that one movie that is just
has every universe in it.
Yeah, it has everything. Yeah. It has like every character. It has the X-Men. It has Avengers. It has everybody in that movie.
X-Force.
X-Force. They're all just fighting.
Fuck it, you get 3 Fantastic Four universes in there. You get Ghost Rider.
Well, they do. They have like multiple X-Men, multiple Avengers from different multiverses to fight that baddie that we alluded to. But I mean, it's just insane.
I mean, we've already seen them do this. Actually,
Nicolas Cage is coming back as well.
They've already started this process with Spider-Man. They
and
had
Netflix,
3 different
Spider-Men
team up, right, to fight those enemies. So this process has already started, like where we're seeing the multiverse team ups and stuff, right? So
yeah,
we're gonna see this.
Just now imagine Spider-Man, but every Marvel movie.
That's what it's gonna. So we got multiple Doctor Stranges. We're gonna have multiple everything now. But the curious thing is, are they going to do some interesting things with some of these characters who have been done with their roles, right? Are we going to see Chris Evans back? Are we
Come
going
back
to see
as Human Torch.
Oh my god, dude, that would be insane.
That would be cool.
All right, what about
That would
hold
be
on.
cool.
Throw another
Like he
wrench in
wasn't
there.
Captain America in that universe. He was Human
No,
Torch.
let's have Chris Evans and Michael B. Jordan and a new Human Torch all on the screen at the same time.
They could
It
do
can
that,
happen.
which is so weird to think about. Like this movie is the one movie. I mean, they have other opportunities, but this is the one movie where you could see Marvel really play with our heads because you have
Yes.
Sam Raimi, who is a horror movie director, who just happened to direct Spider-Man, but he's also a very good horror movie director. And initially they hired someone else to do Doctor Strange. I don't know if you guys remember, but he got fired, and then they hired Sam Raimi afterwards. If you guys remember all that news, but anyways,
Yeah.
this is going to be a very trippy movie. We already see like the one shot where Doctor Strange is like turning into little cubes as he's like, it's going across the screen.
Yeah, with Chavez.
Well, was that who it was?
Yeah.
I gotta pause. I didn't
Yeah.
see who he grabbed.
Yeah, it was that Chavez girl with him. And she plays a big role in this too. So and here's a character that they haven't really touched on, and she's gonna play a big part in this movie. And so people are in for a surprise on how big and what this is going to entail, because I don't think they're going to close off the multiverse. They can't. Look at the timeline with the time variant out of Loki. That set everything in motion. They can't close it off because they killed King, the good King of the Conqueror. So it's fractured right now, and I don't know how they're going to go about. Either they have to go back in time and stop it, or I don't know how they're going to play this out.
I think
how they're.
Scarlet Witch is going to play a huge role in this, and how it comes together, right? Because there's a reason he went to her, right? And then and it's going to be up to her whether things happen a certain way they do. Yeah, I think they're making that pretty clear in this, and it's going to be a battle between like herself in a way. And I think that the Scarlet Witch that we see as, the good Scarlet Witch, I think that's actually the variant Scarlet Witch that chose to stay potentially in her own creation. And the red Scarlet Witch might be ours that we're familiar with, because she did leave, remember, at the end of it, and all the full get up and costume, right? So I think the one that you're seeing all bloodied up and stuff is like, this other Scarlet Witch is like, you don't get to choose this. I didn't get to. And then there's like, you know what I mean? It's like a big thing between them potentially. So who knows?
Here's a little mind fuck. That's our Scarlet Witch from what we know in the MCU throughout all these movies. That scene, what's the possibility of her going into that dimension, trying to take her kids, because her kids and her dimension are gone.
Yeah.
Bigger
She
mind
wants
fuck.
her kids.
She's not Scarlet Witch.
Oh,
how about that?
don't mess with my head.
She wants Tommy and is it Johnny?
Tommy and Tubby. I don't know their names. I forget. Billy? Is it Billy and Tommy?
Who's
Yeah,
this
Billy and
Peter
Tommy.
Parker guy we keep talking about.
So that they could take, and then that will bring Young Justice League, or not Young. Oh my God, Young Avengers. Wrong fucking.
Well, maybe
they are the Young Avengers. Yeah.
Well, maybe this is the Scarlet Witch we know, but when Doctor Strange gets like arrested or whatever, like they go to the trial and they see like another Vision, and she's like, "Oh, I love Vision so much that I want to stay in this multiverse," and they're like, "No, you can't." So then she goes crazy and starts like destroying everything.
Yeah. So
it's going to be. She's going to go evil.
It's going to be a big emotional thing, and where we see her as the villain. But I think in this movie alone, I think what's going to happen is things are going to get so crazy and out of hand that it's gonna have to be at the end. There's gonna be a conclusion to where it's at least re-put back together in a stable way, at least for the time being, going forward, where maybe everything is still at least separated, like, but they still are in existence, right? And
But
maybe they're
people
gonna buy
think
themselves some time to figure all this out.
But I feel like it has something to do with vision because we see all those Ultron bots. So like maybe like
Yeah.
she sees like Ultron and she's like, oh, that's the vision like I wanted it to be or something. I don't know.
Maybe.
Yeah,
and
because
people
those
think
are
Scarlet
controlled.
Witch is a good
Ultron.
person though.
Yes,
Like
she is.
Scarlet Witch, she's not necessarily like in the comics. Like the Avengers are
She's not
constantly
liked.
fighting Scarlet Witch.
Yeah.
I mean,
She's plays
she's
an
not liked.
anti-hero, right?
yeah, she's very much an. So I could see her going to the bad side, like if they want to go there. But for the most part, we know what happens with Scarlet Witch. Like at the end, she is learning how to become a Scarlet Witch, and like reading that book, essentially gaining knowledge because she's trying to bring her sons back. Because she created them purely from her own energy, like
Yeah, and she
like,
didn't even know
yes.
how she did
they're
it,
they're
you know.
yeah, she's not even sure, so she's trying to gain the knowledge. And I'm thinking you might be right, Matt, where the other Scarlet Witches may be a version of her that didn't accept that her reality was fake. Because at the end of Scarlet Witch or WandaVision, she saw the house, saw the town, and realized like, oh, you know, she had like an acceptance sort of moment at the end. And it looks sort of similar to when Vision and Scarlet Witch meet in that tree field that they keep showing. But I think there's a moment of that Scarlet Witch, which is probably like a variant point where she accepted that her kids aren't real, but she's still going to try to get her back. And I think the other Scarlet Witch is probably like,
Yeah,
no.
and that's going to
This
mess the
reality is-
timeline up.
So what if that
Yeah.
Scarlet Witch becomes the villain though? Because maybe this Scarlet Witch like destroys her paradise, and she's like, "F you! I'm gonna be the bad guy now." Right? One of them I think is gonna
Who
be
knows?
good, and one of them is gonna be bad. And I don't
Yeah,
know if what we
Yeah.
saw on screen, I think it portrays one as being bad, but I think it's the other one. You know, the one that had the blood on the face at the end, right? And she's like freaking out. I think that's going to be the bad Scarlet Witch. The one in the
Do
street
you think the
clothes.
one with the costume is the good one?
I think
The
that's
one
the
with
good one because I
the
think that's the
crown?
one that we're already familiar with. The one that gave it up, the one that moved on, the one that went to go learn about the magic and her kids and stuff. And I think
Oh.
the other one made the different decision. I think the other one made the different decision to stay there in her fake world that she created for herself and made the more selfish decision. And I think they're going to come to a grips where this one Scarlet Witch is like, you know, messing with her world, and then something's going to happen and she's going to blame everybody, you know, because she already made that selfish decision for herself. And I think that's going to turn her into the evil Scarlet Witch. So I think there's going to be two versions of Wanda Maximoff roaming out there, and one's going to become one of the big baddies, potentially, even maybe one of the big henchmen for one of the big bad bosses or whatever, like kind of like the Loki, you know, kind of like we had before. And I think this Scarlet Witch that we're more familiar with is going to stay good, potentially. I don't know.
I feel like we're focusing on Scarlet Witch too much. She may just be a small potato in this.
Maybe.
I don't know. It just how much she's referenced in the poster.
I mean, yeah, she's in a poster
and how,
too. Yeah, I forgot.
how much she's referenced in the in that trailer, and with the multiverse, you know, with her trying to get her kids, there's so much that, like, at least in the comics, she has a lot to do with it, and they could be going that route. Like I'm seeing multiple movies drawing out this, what we set up in Doctor Strange Madness of Multiverse. We're gonna have multiple movies ongoing the story. I don't think it's gonna end with Doctor Strange 2. I think they're gonna keep it going, either with what's not Thor. I don't think Thor or Black Panther is going to have anything with this storyline, but whatever they're gonna announce later will.
Yeah.
Because I think I have a feeling there's so much to tell, and there's so much that needs to be done to set up this saga.
Again, they kind of already started with that with Spider-Man, because Doctor Strange and his whole role in the Spider-Man movie. But weirdly, it still felt such like a personal Spider-Man story, even with all the other crazy stuff going on that was setting all this up, because those events directly preceded these events, right?
Yeah, because Strange does something, and remember when Wong, because now he's the
Sorcerer Supreme.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sorcerer Supreme. He said that whatever
You
that
can't
he
control
did,
everything.
yeah, you couldn't control everything. So what is he talking about? Does his I forget his love interest in the first Doctor Strange?
Yeah, Rachel McAdams.
Did she die? Because
yeah, I don't know.
Because in the What If episode, if you guys remember, Doctor Strange doesn't
Went crazy trying to get her back.
Yeah, he's trying to do it, and that's where the evil Doctor Strange comes in, and then he goes in, he finds all these dark arts, and the more that he meddles with the dark arts, it mutates him. That's what we saw with that one Doctor Strange with the multiple black hands, like he did in Endgame.
Yeah, we also saw one of those monsters roaming the streets, right? Like I forget what it's called.
But they're calling him something
little cynical
else.
Monster,
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're saying that it's just like a monster, but they're saying that it could be like a main villain. Starts with a G. Forget his name. Damn. But like he's like
Grogu.
That's not Grogu. But
Grogu made the right decision, by the way. Just saying.
No, that's gonna fuck up.
Yeah.
Mandalorian.
I told you what that bubble was for.
Anyways.
I knew what it was for, but it's still the wrong decision.
No, yeah, wrong decision.
Right decision.
He's gonna evil Yoda. But anyways, with the Doctor Strange, there's a lot, man. From that there's just so much in that trailer that we saw. There's just so much in that, just a damn movie poster.
I mean, like, you can just like explore like so many different realities right now, because like with the Ultron bots, that means there's a reality out there where Iron Man actually made Ultron work, and he put a suit of armor around the world. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because those are the good Ultrons.
And that's where you get Iron Man, the Supreme Iron Man or whatever.
Supreme. Yeah. Which is rumored going to be played by Tom Cruise.
We'll see.
Yeah, I think they CGI'd that Captain Marvel.
Yeah, I think it's Nova, but
you think it's Nova?
Yeah, the picture that Jasper put in our DMs, it does look like Nova from behind.
So who's going to play Nova? Do we already have a casting for that?
I think there might have been talks about it. I think there was an article somewhere talking about who that character is being portrayed by. I forget the actor.
So Richard Rider is Nova, right?
There's so many. It's just pick whichever one.
Yeah, it says Richard Rider or Sam Alexander. Who should? Let's see. Oh, this is interesting. This would be okay. A Nova movie is once again rumored to be in development, where it's possible. This is from Comic Book News. I'm going to read this. This is from Comic Book News back in October 28th of 2021. So last October. A Nova movie is once again rumored to be in development, where it's possible that Star Wars actor John Boyega might be playing the role. You can consider this a rumor, but I can recall rumblings about John Boyega playing Nova around the time he was involved with the Disney Star Wars movies, way back in 2014. Boyega also tweeted that he was down for a Marvel role and mentioned both Black Panther and Nova. Obviously, Chadwick Boseman was cast as Black Panther, but regarding Nova, following John Boyega tweeting about Marvel and Black Panther, a fan tweeted a pic of Nova where Boyega responded, "He is cool too." Okay, it says to add fuel to the possibility, a casting call for Captain Marvel 2: The Marvels might be for a black actor as Nova, as the casting call is for a supporting male role, with Timothée Chalamet's name is crossed out with the role compared to a Michael B. Jordan type. In addition, a previous rumor offered that Christopher Nolan actors were wanted for the role of Nova, and Timothée Chalamet happened to play the son of Matthew McConaughey in Nolan's Interstellar, so it adds up. Okay. So this is all from cosmicbook.news. I have no clue what the fuck site this is, guys. So take this all with like a whole container of salt. But if they're reaching here. But if it was John Boyega, that would like also line up with that 8K screenshot that we saw that somebody posted.
8K my ass.
Yeah,
like fucking Nintendo Switch over here.
So I don't know if that's real or not, guys. I was Kate was looking at it, kind of picking it apart, saying she thinks it could be fake, that somebody tried to put like Don Cheadle's face on this character. And I don't know if y'all know the character we're talking about, but shout out to Paris Lockhart, who posted this picture that said, this could be a James Rhodes variant as the superior Iron Man. Someone took this in 8K, he says. Now,
yeah,
could that be John
could
Boyega?
Be throwing people off.
It could be. This could be completely fake.
No, I mean they could have just said John Cheadle as the character, because that's
he has those two blue circles
character
on his chest right there. So that's what's making me think Nova, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I thought I saw like one, and I thought it was just kind of like shining bright, and that's why it was kind of get that reflection. But if it's two, that's Nova, because Nova has what, fiber?
He has a bunch of them all around his body.
He has like 6 on his chest alone, kind of like almost looking like Thor's costume.
And they could do
really
like
cool.
so many different things with like the way they alter from the comic book design to like on-screen design, so it doesn't have to look like, perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and this is a variant, so it doesn't have to be 100% either. So a variant could have different costumes designed in their multiverse, so they can play with the multiverse so much, and we're seeing that.
It's just like the hair doesn't match. Like, I just don't understand the hair on this guy. It looks fake to me. That's what. It looks like a wig.
Well, I mean,
See what you guys are talking about.
It just depends on, if that's really a wig and it's maybe the flames around it.
Yeah, maybe it's just like distorting because like the glowing bits on him or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is trying to take a.
I don't see John Boyega's face in that though either. But
no.
Well, it kind of has like a mask over its eyes, so it's like you're only seeing partial.
See, does also superior Iron Man have like blue glowing eyes?
He doesn't have anything on his eyes. I think it's just like a headband.
Yeah, he has a headband with white eyes.
See, but I don't see like anything here. You know what I mean? Like that
headband like part lines up, but it looks like he has stuff over his eyes, and that's why it's like I don't think it's superior Iron Man.
No, like I thought, like at first what we were talking about could be Human Torch, because at first I was like, I thought it was just one circle. I'm like, oh, that could be the 4 from Fantastic Four, and they could introduce. But if it's Nova, that's interesting. That's opening up the galactic side of Marvel that we haven't. That's only been, like 3-bit said, they've only been touched on with Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
So that's another way to implement the galactic side of Marvel.
Maybe they're trying to just like get these like big powerful characters like Nova in these like movies for like a quick minute, like at the end of Eternals where we had Star Fox or whatever, like to get these big like really powerful characters in for like a minute so they don't break the entire movie, and then they just kind of like leave and they'll come back.
Yeah.
What if this is a Captain Marvel variant and this is actually a female?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
This
based
shadow
on
here
the
could make us think goatee,
but it looks like there's a goatee.
But that could just be shadows playing tricks on us. Maybe this is Monica Rambeau in a cat as
It
Captain
could be
Marvel.
a shadow.
Because you got shadows here, right? Like this person doesn't have like a handlebar mustache, you know. So like you got shadow here.
They definitely have like a 5 o'clock shadow.
But that character has that more male muscular.
Yeah, I don't know if those look like
bone
women
structure.
lips either, but you know.
I don't know. Do we have a picture of the lady that plays Monica Rambeau's lips?
I don't think it's like a 5 o'clock shadow or something.
I mean, the only thing we can really see on this whoever this is the lips. So like that's all we have to go. Can we get like a FBI to do like a lip profile on actors?
See, the lips are like more
Lip
flat.
profile.
Like women, you know, how like I don't know. It's not women lips.
It's not pouty lips. But okay, you can see a little bit of the teeth right here. There's teeth. You see the teeth right here? There's teeth. So we do get a little gap here with the teeth. There's a little gap in the tooth right here. I don't know. This could be a woman. Like making a little woman pouty face. No,
I don't think you.
There's a tooth here. You can see the tooth. There's one tooth.
I think we'll see Photon,
another tooth,
aka Monica Rambeau, in Marvel, Captain Marvel 2, where they introduce Kamala Khan.
Okay, who
Marvels.
has blue hands?
Nova.
I mean, that's pretty important, right?
Yeah, Nova. When he
looks...
powers up, he has lightning coming out of his hands, kind of. So
does Nova have yellow eyes?
I mean, there could just be different ones too, but
yeah. I think this is Monica Rambeau.
Nah,
it
looks like a guy.
Does Nova fly around with like flames on her?
He can.
I mean, on him.
He can fly around with anything. He's like Captain Marvel, but like better.
Right.
Yeah, he's like pure energy powers, pretty much. So he could.
Some were saying that that's Tom Cruise. That ain't Tom Cruise.
No, because they think it was Superior Iron Man. That's why the whole Tom Cruise in talks.
I mean, maybe the more you look at, or not Photoshop, maybe they just CGI'd him.
It looks like a black actor. And
yeah, maybe they CGI'd a black dude over Tom Cruise's face so to fool everyone.
Maybe.
But with what's his name, the guy from Star Wars, if he
John Boyega?
if he takes plays a role as Nova.
I mean, he's pissed at Disney though. I don't think he's coming back to Disney.
No, he's pissed at
Lucasfilm, Star Wars.
What's her name?
Not Disney
Kathleen
itself.
Kennedy.
Kathleen Kennedy, yeah.
Yeah, there, and I think the oh no, never mind. I'm thinking of the guy that played Cyborg. Sorry, never mind.
Matt's weird looking at these lips.
I'm gonna bring up John Boyega. We're gonna identify this person right now.
You heard it first.
I mean, it's all we got to go by. I mean, John Boyega looks like a young Denzel Washington, kind of with his look. All right, I'm gonna bring this picture, especially. I'm gonna bring this up. We're gonna say if this cosmic book thing is legit. Okay. Who else was it? Who did y'all have any other votes for who you think this could be?
I just think it's a variant of Captain Marvel. Yeah, that's what I think.
Okay. It was like what actor? Brie Larson?
Someone we haven't seen yet.
Someone we haven't seen yet?
Yeah.
I'm gonna bring up Jasper. Do you have a vote?
I don't.
Do it, Jasper, so we could come back and see how wrong we all are.
I'm just going with Nova. That's as far as that's where I'm putting my chips right now. I don't know about actors, but
I'm gonna bring up the rumored ones that people are speculating it could be.
Tom Cruise.
I'm pretty sure Tom Cruise is in the movie. I just don't know if this is him.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna bring up
Superior Iron Man.
I'm gonna bring up the
I feel like they wouldn't show Tom Cruise in the trailer because that's gonna be like, oh my god, that's Tom Cruise moment, you know? It's like,
yeah,
like how they
I
had
think
for
it's
Andrew
gonna
Garfield and
be-
stuff, like in the Spider-Man.
Yeah, I feel like this movie, like with Spider-Man, it's like, okay, eventually we all knew all 3 Spider-Mans are in the film. But with this movie, they could hide a lot if they really wanted to. Like I'm suspecting there's a lot of things they are definitely not showing us.
Okay, so we're gonna scroll through these, okay, guys?
I wonder if they're gonna bring back the one like Shield like Carter chick that Captain America loves, Peggy Carter. I wonder if they're gonna bring her back as Captain Britain or whatever.
yeah.
She's on the
that's the Shield
poster.
that we saw.
She's on that poster behind.
The Shield is, but not her, right?
Yeah, it's just her
But
shield.
yeah, but they
Yeah.
said that she's reprising that role in a movie. Because they said a lot of the What If characters are coming to the big screen. So seeing the Captain Britain shield, the only person that wielded it was Captain Carter.
Wait, so is this, if it's bringing What If characters, could this be Black Panther Star-Lord?
Oh, now come on,
Oh.
man, really?
I mean, who are they gonna cast for Black Panther? is my
John
question.
Boyega. Remember? Okay, go to that back.
No.
Back. Maybe they recast him back as Black Panther because because what happened with
And-
Chadwick Boseman and he had showed interest in Black Panther in the past.
But can he?
Or
do
they
the
could do
accent?
a
I don't
multiverse
know.
with Michael B. Jordan. And his Killmonger is good, and he takes a role of Black Panther.
Okay, so we're gonna play. What are the odds? What are the odds? All right, so we're gonna go through these 3 pictures of rumored people that could be this character on the screen. Oh, actually, I got one more. Sorry, I got one more. Shit. Okay, there's gonna be 4 options. Forgot about this one. All right.
Make sure you zoom in on these lips now.
I don't want to get in trouble from these actors thinking I'm making fun of their looks. It's all we
This
got
is for science.
It's
This
all
is
we
for
got
science.
to go on. It's like this is important stuff. It's like, who is this guy? Okay. All right, here we go. Don Cheadle. All right. All right. So
Okay.
would we be safe to bet that we think this is an African American actor?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. But what about the hair?
Don.
That's not lady
Don
hair.
Cheadle has no hair,
They could put a wig on or digitally add hair.
and he does not have that luscious of lips, so it's not Don Cheadle.
Okay. So
Maybe they just got him on his good side.
I mean, these lips are pretty luscious, man. I mean, that could be Don
Oh,
Cheadle.
no.
What
And look at the hair. The hair is actually like not textured out. I thought
this
it
is
would
Don.
be.
This is okay. This is
Oh,
Don.
that looks like the hair they used for Electro and like Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Yeah, it's kind of like soft hair. So actually,
Can I mirror this image? Damn it.
no, it's not. It's not Don Cheadle.
You don't think so? Chat, do we have a vote on this? I have so much shit up on my screen right now that it's like I can't even keep up with what's going on. All right, do y'all think this is Don Cheadle?
No.
No. Okay.
No.
So we'll play. What are the odds? Give me a percentage chance that this is Don Cheadle. Jasper,
10%.
10%. 3-bit.
40.
Psycho, you're driving. You probably can't even see this shit.
Hold on, let me look.
I
he
forgot
just left.
Psycho was driving.
He just left. Psycho just left
Oh, he just left.
He went under a tunnel.
Okay.
in Florida. All those tunnels they have there.
Why do I see 3? Okay. Oh, there are 3 of us. Okay. All right. So we got a 10% and a 40%.
What
yeah,
about you?
just because like the nose looks kind of
Okay.
close, but the lips, I don't think his lips are that
This
lush.
could also be photoshopped. This picture may not be real, right?
I feel like you need a picture of Don Cheadle with his mouth closed. It might help.
Yeah,
Yeah. There looks like
give
there's
me
like
a
this
Don Cheadle closed lip.
there's like this line right here also. Like I don't know, it's like he's got like some like strings hanging out of his mouth, which makes me think that this could be photoshopped. We'll see.
All
right.
I mean, we saw it in the trailer. What do you mean Photoshop?
Well, this was like Paris Lockhart, shout out to Paris, posted on Twitter that he was like, oh, somebody captured this in 8K and posted this picture on Twitter, right? And he's like, is it Don Cheadle? And we all looked at it and we're like, no, we don't think so, right? So maybe somebody just put like Don Cheadle's face, transparently blended it in, to this, just to make it seem like it's Don Cheadle. And maybe like all we see here is like Don Cheadle's actual lips and nose from like somebody took a transparent image from a Photoshop and put it on top of this face. So that's what we're focusing on. Maybe that's why it looks like there's a 5 o'clock shadow as well, right? Because it looks like to me that this picture that somebody just literally took a picture of like an actor, cut out the lips and shit and stuck it on here and made it more transparent, and then like distorted it and made it all fucking like blurry and shit, right?
It could.
Because look how pronounced that shit is. And it doesn't even seem to be facing the right direction. Like it's kind of like cockeyed a little bit to the right.
That's just, I think, his helmet.
Motion.
It's like maybe the way his helmet's on.
Yeah, but even the tone right here isn't the same tone as right here, right? I know you guys can't see my mouse right now, but like the skin tone right here is different than it is right here.
I think that's just the way the lighting is hitting it.
Maybe. So I don't know. I'm just warning that it could be Photoshop. My money right now is still not on Don Cheadle because I think this could be fake. But for the sake of it, we're at 40% for 3-bit, 10% for Jasper. Did you have a percentage, Psycho?
Psycho's in here? Oh, okay, cool.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. I think it's whoever the Star Wars guy is.
John Boyega?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so you're a 0% for Don Cheadle then?
Yeah, I don't think it's John Cheadle. I don't think it's because he's gonna be freaking Cap, or what is it? The Patriot or War Machine if they're gonna bring back War Machine. I hope they bring back War Machine and not.
Yeah, so some
Iron
people were
Patriot,
saying this
right?
is like Don Cheadle as Superior Iron Man potentially, and another.
Nah, because it can't be Superior Iron Man because that's played by Tom Cruise.
Okay. All right. So, speaking of Tom Cruise, what are the odds that this is Tom Cruise?
I think it's high.
Only if they replaced his face with a black dude's face for this trailer.
I'm just wondering if Marvel is trying to pull a fast one on us.
You think
and
so?
It's actually Tom Cruise.
Or it could just also be whoever just made this picture and this isn't real. Because I haven't been able to recreate this by watching the trailer. Again, this came from Twitter. I don't know if it's real or fake.
It could be fake.
I haven't seen a lot of people dispute it yet. Usually people are pretty fast about that. They'll be like, "Oh, this is clearly fake," but I haven't seen anyone dispute it.
I think that will come.
Yeah. So are we all saying that this is pretty much 0% chance that this is Tom Cruise?
Yeah.
In this picture. Okay.
That I mean,
Yeah,
if we're using the picture, then it's definitely not him. But
right.
Knowing Marvel, they like to play with our souls.
Now let me focus on the Tom Cruise aspect here.
Yeah, I think it's possible that it could be Tom Cruise.
What if it's Tom Cruise and then Marvel edited it and put Don Cheadle's mouth here? Because maybe they forgot to edit the hair.
and
then
nose.
Tom Cruise has had some Asian problems in the past like 6 months because that hair is terrible.
It's like the hair is really slicked oil back, but I'm just wondering if it's just because it's in motion and it just looks really weird. And
Yeah, I mean, he's got like this offshoot. He's got a cowlick over here. You know, it's like
because it really looks like really oily hair.
Is that like over here?
Barely.
Yeah, and it looks like a bad haircut too, because it's like shaved right here and it's like overlapping. It almost looks like a wig, like a toupee.
Yeah, like
that's why I said it looks like the Electro from Amazing Spider-Man 2. It looks like him before he got his powers.
Again, I'm thinking somebody photoshopped this just to fuck with this, man. I want to say, okay, all right. So Tom Cruise, no, right? All 0%. Except maybe 5% for the hair. All right, John Boyega.
Let me see those lips.
There's 80%.
I'm just going with that article.
80% chance.
Because I've seen other articles run with that.
Yep, there it is. It's a match.
It's a match. Man, he looks like Denzel Washington, dude. I'm serious.
Yeah, he does.
What if they got Denzel Washington to play this dude?
It'd be a better Nathan Drake. So would John Boyega.
Oh my gosh. I think it's him.
You think it's him?
Yeah. Can you zoom in a little more on both of them?
I think we found a match.
Have we found a match? We're not done yet. We still got one more.
His lips.
I don't.
John Boyega's lips aren't as wide. I feel like this dude has a wider face.
I don't. Yeah, I think this is not 100%.
So what if it's a CGI? What if it's a CGI John Boyega?
Then they need to fire that
But
CGI artist because they fucked up his hair.
His face could be being spread further apart because he's flying.
Maybe he got punched by like Wanda or something, so it's like some cosmic shit.
Yeah, it could be. Who is that? What's that one actor, babe? I'm not sold on this on John Boyega here. I think
I'll give it like awesome. A 20%.
I would love to see John Boyega in the MCU. I think he's a great actor. I actually like the guy a lot. But we'll move on from him. I'll say 30%. Now here we go. Yeah, Monica Rambeau.
Just because of the 5 o'clock shadow, I can't.
Imagine the 5 o'clock shadow is a shadow that's being cast on them, because we know there's shadows being cast right here.
Yeah, but that shadow breaks light.
I just want to say it looks like there's a little lipstick going on here potentially.
All right, can we watch the trailer really quick?
Yeah.
And just that moment, just so we can like see if it has like a muscular guy physique.
Okay, let's investigate the trailer. Okay, I just closed on my images.
I will say from the shot that I have, that booty isn't as like popping.
Okay. Booty's not as popping. So
this is the weirdest FunPop episode I think I've been on.
Yeah. I mean, this is important. We just got revealed a new cast, a new character, a new cast member. Is somebody new in the MCU, and they showed it on the fucking trailer, and we don't know who it is. It's driving me crazy. I can't stand it. I'm serious. Like, when does this happen? It doesn't happen. This is what this trailer's doing to me.
Like I was gone again.
Yeah,
another Florida tunnel.
Okay, here we go.
You guys might have to take over. My food's almost here.
All right. That's not a lot of help, baby. That one you thought of, you don't know his name. When you think of it, what was a movie that he was in? All right, we're gonna scroll through.
I think it's like the third quarter of the trailer that this scene happens.
It's like right after this. It's right after this scene with Patrick Stewart.
Yeah.
Like there's other Easter eggs in here too. Like, okay, so we see at least 3 of the Illuminati here. 1, 2, 3. There's some empty chairs. We don't know who's sitting in front. I'm going to imagine that maybe potentially somebody in front of him is sitting in that other seat. He can't handle the truth. Okay, so this is America Chavez and Doctor Strange falling through Jurassic period. They're getting their faces torn apart.
I didn't even notice the dinosaurs.
Yeah, it's dinosaurs, bro. Winston Duke. What's Winston Duke in? Okay, wait, I just missed it. Okay. It's so fast. Scarlet Witch, we don't know if this is the good or evil Scarlet Witch, is fighting this character. Things got out of hand. Okay, here we go.
You can put it on like 25% speed too.
How do I do that?
In the YouTube settings, hit the little gear and then hit playback speed.
I don't see that.
Like where you go full screen and like theater mode on the
okay.
YouTube video.
Okay.
There's little gears. Yeah.
I'm gonna go 25%. Nice. Thanks, bro. I never know I could do that. Okay, so we're gonna rewind just a little bit. It's a lot of blue going on that glow. Here we go. Oh wow, yeah, this is way better. That's what I'm saying. How do they get that out of this? You know what I mean? I think that whole picture's fake.
I think they just really zoomed in. See, that booty's kind of flat right there where you had it paused.
It got some bumps on the chest though. You don't think so?
Could just be like chest
Bumps
armor.
on the chest.
Ooh, look at the thighs. Those are female thighs.
Oh my god.
Look at that. Look at the hips.
Look at that.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking when I was watching it, but I was like, I don't know. Like, are those?
This
like...
character has boobs and hips. What if you were to stop it right now?
Is it just like maybe the angle they're like hunched over at, like while flying?
I don't know. Is this a curvature of a breast right here, or is that just some kind of distortion? Check the FunPop DM, baby. All right. Kate sent a photo.
She's talking about the
Winston Duke guy. Oh, the other guy. Oh, that's the guy that played that's the
Snow King in Black Panther.
Yeah, and then the other guy that you're thinking of is actually in this movie. He's in this movie but plays a different character.
Doctor Strange's enemy or whatever.
Has like wavy hair. You guys see that, right?
Yeah, that's what I think. It's a Captain Marvel variant. I think it's Monica Rambeau. Okay, do you see they have like metal-ish legs here? Look at this. They kind of shine.
Yeah, it could be the armor though.
Yeah, but I mean, like Nova has like golden like pieces over his hands and feet, kind of like that too. And then it's like a black suit with like random gold bits.
This shot right here tells me female.
You know what? Maybe it is Monica Rambeau.
Maybe that's a different scene, like a completely different scene. The one where it's in the back. Is that like just a different scene?
I think Mav is convincing me it's Monica Rambeau. Just because in that last shot, it looks like she has braids, like right here. It looks like she has braids.
But there's definitely some kind of gauntlets on the wrist.
Wonder Woman.
Okay, maybe it's Ant-Man. I'm just kidding.
Like the back of their thigh doesn't like, I don't know. Like look at the back of that thigh. Does that look like a woman thigh?
That right here looks like a woman thigh.
Like in the front, like you see the lady hips, but like from the back, do you see lady hips?
Okay, so I'm gonna screenshot this.
Does Kayla know you're looking at other women's thighs right now?
We don't know if it's a woman.
Like I could be looking at Tom Cruise's
Yeah,
thighs.
It does have women like structural features. I don't know. In the picture, it looks like the structure feature is male. It just looks male to me.
I give up.
And I don't think, I don't think Disney would put, be like, oh, a male can't fight a female.
No, I don't think they would either, but they do, like, a lot of times they put females against females just for the sake of the movie. You know what I mean? Like, and Monica Rambeau and Scarlet Witch also do already have a history, right? But it wouldn't. Thing.
I don't know. I don't think they're gonna show her off yet. They're gonna wait for the Marvels.
Okay, so here's where we get another shot, right here. They shoot some blue.
I'm
shit.
thinking it's not Nova. I was so convinced it was Nova like an hour ago, and now I'm like, I don't know.
I know, man. Had me question everything. Like I was so sure that maybe it was John Boyega or Tom Cruise, and then now that I'm watching the trailer, I don't know anymore. I don't know.
Oh wait, hold on! I just saw something. Who's this foot belong to over here?
Where I gotta wait for the stream to catch up. I think.
What foot? Is that a foot or a hand?
It's a foot and a shoe.
It looks like a hand.
No, that's a shoe. This is a shoe. This is a calf. This is a knee. This is a thigh. There's another person here.
I don't. That looks like a hand. Like someone's like getting ready to flex. Like
no, it's. I can see it on my screen way bigger. It's definitely this is a shoe. Like you can't see the whole thing. Let me fix it to where you can see the whole thing. All right, watch. You're gonna see the sneaker. There you go. Better.
Yeah, I think I'm like 10 seconds behind.
Yeah,
so.
you'll see it soon. There's a definite shoe.
Oh, that's a stretchy shoe.
Oh yeah, it is a shoe.
That's a really big foot. It's like
it is a big
like
foot.
Quicksilver.
It could be
Mr. Fantastic. Maybe he's getting ready to stretch to go punch that person.
Whoever this is has got a like bulked up thigh.
Well, they are superheroes,
and they got like black shoes. But this is somebody, and they got like a white rim around the sole of the shoe.
Tuxedo Man.
This is a male leg.
Black Bolt?
Maybe.
Because he wears like a lot of all black. So and he has
all
like
black
silver
with white trim.
Yeah.
Is it silver or white?
It's kind of hard to tell.
Oh my god. Okay, hold on. Wait. Did I just stumble across something that nobody else has seen?
Wait, was there wings? If that was wings, that's Black Bolt. It looked like wings.
Right here. It's wings. He's got a cape. He's black. He's in all black. He's got a cape. Look right here.
Is that Moon Knight?
No.
It's a cape?
Yeah, he's got a cape. He's like flying down.
Is that a cape? I think that is that just a shadow.
It's Batman.
It's a cape. It's Batman. Yeah, okay, watch.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's a statue.
Now I see him.
It's a fucking statue.
Oh, okay. I was like,
what the fuck is this statue doing in her house? Who has a statue like that?
I don't think that's her house. I think that's the trial, like when they were walking into the trial room and you saw those statues.
Yeah. Oh, okay. That's a fucking statue. I thought I really stumbled onto something here. I was like, oh my god, nobody's talking about this. Who is this motherfucker?
Statue.
It's Quick. It's a Silver Surfer. Silver.
That's what I mean. Look at this. It really looks like somebody in this scene right here.
That's funny. Oh, God. Wow.
I'm sorry.
Well.
My laugh. I'm sorry, babe. I'm sorry. I know I'm a little nerd. All right. Who is Cowman, by the way? We see Cowman a few times. Bison Man.
Bison Man. Are
yeah,
you
the guy with the horns.
No, the guy in the middle.
Oh.
Yeah, he has another cameo in this trailer too, like earlier on. Did y'all see this guy? He was part of like the whole sorcerer gang.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, the America Chavez running in the streets.
Oh, there's Doctor Strange's doctor lady he likes.
Oh yeah, his wife.
Yeah.
Did she die?
No, not yet.
Am I thinking of?
No, that was just in What If.
Will Poulter is supposed to play Adam Warlock. Rodney Coote says, "Thank you for the $5 super chat." Rodney Coote.
Oh, nice.
Appreciate that, sir. He says Will Poulter is supposed to play Adam Warlock. Could be him, maybe. Except we know that one wasn't because that was a statue. But maybe
maybe he's just really still.
Maybe it's somebody that can transform into statues. Okay, I think we're about to get a shot of the horned man. Yeah, the horny man. Yeah, there he goes. Bison Man, whatever. Right here, see? The horny man. It's got horns. And
he's like a green bull.
And for his day job, he produces milk at your local Starbucks. Yeah, see? Grab life by the horns. This summer, Doctor Strange and America Chavez travel through a door into another dimension where they meet this guy, Mordo. He's going to...
That was at the temple where they trained Doctor Strange or whatever.
Yeah. Is his name Mordo?
I guess.
Those are some fancy handcuffs. All right. Scrolling forward, Ultron bots. And I gotta get back to that scene. All right, we're gonna go through this one more time.
See, there's all the statues they're fighting around.
I think this person comes to save Doctor Strange. What do y'all think?
Good.
Enter a new dimension.
Where your face becomes a Rubik's Cube. Yikes. His nose looks really effed up there. Like it's made out of a rock. And
things are getting out of hand.
Here we go.
Yeah. Definitely everyone should check this trailer out.
Yeah, there's so much
and
to pick
see
apart.
if you, the audience,
here we go.
sees
I think there was like the TV trailers, like it's shorter, it's like 30 seconds, but I think there's additional scenes in that. Like I've seen people have been posting stuff on that.
Yeah. Whoever it is can go toe to toe with Scarlet Witch. So, wow, what a trailer. Anyway.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
I think there's a lot of people that didn't really care too much about this movie that are now like freaking like, oh my god, like this is gonna be the biggest and best thing ever. That's what it is.
I like that.
I've always
as soon as
this movie.
Yeah, as soon as I heard that
Multiverse.
they were going more towards,
I love the
like,
first
horror
Doctor Strange.
moment.
The psychedelic freaking like no, I wouldn't say galactic, but mystics. Because really we haven't seen too much mystic from Marvel.
Mm-hmm.
I just thought, like, at the beginning when he's like, when Doctor Strange is like making those red balls, that kind of looks like Pym particles.
No, that's the dark
magic.
Dark magic, chaos magic.
Okay.
So whatever he does there is what Wu's talking about and is yelling at him. Like, you can't control everything. So I think his girlfriend does die, and and possibly
He's trying to get her back or something.
Yes, and then
he unleashes that squid monster on New York.
And then he goes to Wanda, and because he finds out that she's trying to get her kids, and that's why he went to talk to her. Like, how are you able to get? And she's like, I can't. And that's where Shalbaz comes in, because she's a bridge to the multiverse that they can transport to. And that's, there you go. That's the plot of this movie.
We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah. I guess we'll see.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, guys. That's it for the show. Awesome time. We had fun looking at faces and trying to see who it could be, talking about breakfast and all this other fun stuff. 3-bit, besides staying away from Waffle Houses, where can everybody find you, sir?
Everyone can find me on Twitter at i3bit. I'm on this show and also Ultimate, and you guys can see more of my animation work over time, especially next month. There's a lot of stuff I've been working on with my my new job, and so just look out for that. Other news and like videos are coming to my channel, I guess later. I don't know when, but me and my sister are planning a couple videos. That's pretty much where you guys can find me. Had fun on this episode, so I'll see you guys later.
Sweet, bro. Thanks for being here as always. And Jasper the realist, the Debbie Downer, who likes to keep it real. But
yeah, I just put a link in the Zoom call. It has the TV spot trailer, but it has a bunch of different scenes in it, so whenever you want to check that out, it's like 30 seconds. But you can find me at Jasper_Gaming_ on Twitter and Jasper Gaming on YouTube, and the links to all of our stuff is in the description below, so make sure you hit that. And Xbox Ultimate on Fridays.
Yes, that's my bootleg layout.
There is a lot of different scenes. I haven't even seen this trailer. Okay. Wow. Psycho.
Yes.
You're finally getting to your destination very soon. But until you get there, where can everybody find you?
Yeah, first I want to say chat's been on fire. You guys were awesome. Awesome 3-bit and Jasper and Mav. Always love doing the show with you guys. FunPop's always one of the highlight of my week. You guys can find me everywhere. Not driving in my car for 12 hours. You can find me on social media at Psychonauts8. You can find me here Wednesdays at 7 on FunPop, and Fridays at 9 o'clock with the Grade 8, talking about some interesting things this Friday. Can't wait. Miss you guys.
Sure. And hey guys, check out PM and the PM tomorrow with Pong and I. We're gonna have fun deep diving on stuff. We will not be dissecting the trailer, trying to look at and figure out who this is. Although I did find the scene, guys. I feel like I gotta bring this up. It's gotta be. It's only in 720. How did they get it in 8K? I don't understand. Anyway, all right. So
that should tell you everything.
Yeah, we'll be having fun talking about lots of awesome stuff tomorrow on PM and the PM at 7 p.m. Eastern. And thank you all for watching, and I hope you all have a fantastic day. Take it easy. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Peace.
FunPop.